This video is titled, "The Sculptures of Auguste Rodin Support the Claims of Happeh Theory." Happeh Theory is a collection of information and ideas about the construction and behavior of the human body. According to Happeh Theory, masturbation will make a human being blind and crippled, as well as causing many other health problems. The claim that masturbation changes the human body is not unique to Happeh Theory. According to Happeh Theory, human cultures and individual human beings throughout human history have known that masturbation can change the human body. According to Happeh Theory, those individuals and cultures produced intellectual and physical creations that demonstrated their knowledge that masturbation changes the human body. According to Happeh Theory, one of the individuals from human history whose creations demonstrate that he understood the effects of masturbation on the human body was a French artist named Auguste Rodin. Rodin was a sculptor who is famous for his sculptures of the human body. According to Happeh Theory, a number of Rodin's sculptures of the human body look exactly like a human body that has been changed by masturbation. This video is going to use a Rodin sculpture named Adam to prove that claim. According to Happeh Theory, masturbation causes specific and predictable changes in the body of any human being who masturbates. If the claim that the Rodin sculpture named Adam looks exactly like a human body changed by masturbation is true, then the sculpture should exhibit some of the bodily changes that Happeh Theory claims masturbation causes to the human body. According to Happeh Theory, masturbation will make one shoulder look lower than the other shoulder. The left shoulder of the sculpture is lower than the right shoulder of the sculpture. The uneven shoulders give both shoulders a slanted look. Masturbation also affects the shoulders in other ways. The upper body of the sculpture is rotated to the right. The rightward rotation of the upper body of the sculpture rotates the right shoulder to the rear of its normal location and rotates the left shoulder forward of its normal location. The left shoulder has also moved inwards from its normal position. The left shoulder looks much closer to the center of the chest than the right shoulder does. According to Happeh Theory, masturbation will make one arm appear to be longer than the other arm. The left arm of the sculpture appears to be slightly longer than the shorter appearing right arm. Masturbation will also make one leg appear to be longer than the other leg. The left leg of the sculpture is long and straight on the ground, while the right leg appears to be shorter because it is resting on a block. According to Happeh Theory, masturbation will change the shape and orientation of the head. The head of the sculpture is tilted over so far to the left that it is resting on the left shoulder. The extreme angle of the head gives the impression that the head is being pulled towards the ground by some outside force. The Rodin sculpture named Adam exhibits almost all of the major changes to the human body that Happeh Theory claims are caused by masturbation. The sculpture has uneven shoulders, one arm looks longer than the other arm, one leg looks longer than the other leg, and the normal orientation of the head has been changed. It seems reasonable to speculate that if the Rodin sculpture named Adam really is a sculpture of a human body changed by masturbation, that there might also be something about the sculpture that would provide a clue as to how or why masturbation changes the human body in the specific ways demonstrated by the sculpture. According to Happeh Theory, there is something about the sculpture that provides a clue as to how or why masturbation changes the human body in the exact way demonstrated by the sculpture. Anyone should be able to see the clue on their own. Please take a moment to examine the sculpture for anything that seems odd or anything that catches your attention. Did you notice that there is a circular depression in the right side of the torso? Here is a close-up of the circular depression. Why does the sculpture have a circular depression in the right side of the torso? A real human body does not have a circular depression in the right side of the torso. Why would the talented sculptor Rodin, who was famous for his skill at sculpting the human body, spoil the otherwise perfect male sculpture named Adam by including an unnatural circular depression on the right side of the torso. According to Happeh Theory, the circular depression is a clue to understanding how or why masturbation changes the human body in the exact way demonstrated by the sculpture. The main overall change that masturbation makes to the human body is to shrink or tighten the body. According to Happeh Theory, the circular depression on the right side of the torso looks like the center of the masturbation-caused shrinkage or tightening of the body that has caused all of the other bodily changes demonstrated by the sculpture. The short right arm can be visualized as being pulled shorter towards the circle. The short right leg can be visualized as being pulled up towards the circle, and the left shoulder can be visualized as being pulled over towards the circle. The left leg is also being pulled towards the circle. The reason the left leg has not physically moved towards the circle like the other limbs is because a human body needs at least one leg on the ground to stand up. Even though masturbation is pulling the left leg towards the circle, the left leg stays planted on the ground so it can hold the body up. The head is laying on the left shoulder, even though common sense would indicate that if the head was pulled towards the circle on the right side of the torso, the head would move to the right. Understanding exactly why the head lays on the left shoulder instead of on the right shoulder would require a detailed explanation of how the human body is constructed at a deep level, and a detailed explanation of exactly how masturbation affects that construction. A simple way to visualize why the head is laying on the left shoulder is to visualize masturbation as causing something to rise up out of the right side of the body, as demonstrated by the rectangle in this picture. When the rectangle moves up out of the right side of the body, it pushes the right arm back into the side and pushes the head over to lay on the left shoulder. According to Happeh Theory, it is beyond coincidence that the Rodin sculpture named Adam could exhibit so many of what, according to Happeh Theory, are masturbation-caused changes to the human body. According to Happeh Theory, the only way that Rodin could have created a sculpture that looks exactly as Happeh Theory predicts a human body changed by masturbation would be if Rodin was one of the individuals from human history who knew that masturbation changed the human body, and who also knew exactly how masturbation changes the human body. Because this is a public video, comparison pictures between the Rodin sculpture named Adam and actual human bodies changed by masturbation cannot be shown. Instead, the video will end with a comparison picture that will benefit any viewer who is truly interested in this material. It was claimed that the movement of the head and the right arm of the sculpture could be described as being the result of something pushing up out of the right side of the body. It will help the viewer to understand how and why masturbation changes the human body if you can figure out why the two images shown in this comparison picture look similar.